Number 17, Illinois at Nebraska. Both of these teams are coming off of a bye week, despite what I said last week. This is the 20th meeting of these two teams. Nebraska leads the series 13-5 to one tie, and Illinois is favored in this game by 8 points. So Illinois finds themselves in a tie with Purdue for the West Division, or a half game ahead. We were talking about that earlier, trying to understand how the half game works. They do have one loss, and that one loss is Indiana. You look at Illinois now and you think, wow, Indiana was their first loss of the season.
First game of the season.
First game. And it just doesn't make sense. This is a team that had lost their last 5 games, has lost their last 5 games. There's no doubt Bielema is a good coach. He is building a real program at Illinois for maybe the first time ever. In the last 20 years, they've had 6 winning seasons. In the last 30 years, they've had 9. And when I say winning seasons, I really just mean 7 or 8 games.
Wow.
So Illinois has the potential to make this a truly special season for the Illini. In their 5 remaining games, they've got Nebraska, Michigan State, Purdue, and Northwestern. And I'm going to say all of those are winnable. The interesting thing here is that Michigan is also on that schedule. I don't think they've got a shot at Michigan. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not that they don't have a shot. I think they can at least give Michigan a run for their money, not running the ball. But I don't think they'll beat Michigan necessarily. But if they win the West and Michigan wins the East, they'll have 2 shots at them. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Which, I mean, would be big for Illinois anyway. If they can make it all the way to the Big Ten championship, that'll be huge for Illinois. At this point in the season, what do you think is the ceiling for the Illini?
I mean, I agree with you. I think the ceiling is absolutely the Big Ten title game. So, I mean, yeah, looking at their schedule, I think it's like you said, they probably won't beat Michigan, although that's going to be a sneaky game for Michigan because the following week is the Ohio State game. Mm-hmm. So, as long as Michigan doesn't get caught looking ahead, then they should win. But anyway, yeah, I think Illinois' best case scenario is absolutely an appearance in the title game. I don't know that they'll beat either Michigan or Ohio State in that title game, but the fact that they're going is huge. Lovie Smith couldn't even do it. Was Lovie Smith who was there before Brett Bielema, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, he couldn't even do that. So this is, something really interesting is happening with Brett Bielema there at Illinois. They actually have a really solid running attack right now with Chase Brown, who's got pretty similar statistics to Blake Corum at Michigan. And Blake Corum is being talked about for a Heisman, and Chase Brown's not that far behind him. So that's pretty exciting for Illinois' offense. So yeah, I'm really excited about seeing Illinois in the title game come season's end. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I forgot who I was watching today, but I was watching another sports show, and they were talking about Michigan basically having a clear run through to Ohio State up until Illinois started winning games. And now it looks like Illinois might actually give them a challenge that weekend before the Ohio State game. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
The other side of the equation here is Nebraska. And I don't know what to do with Nebraska. Coach Joseph is now 2-2. And their only decisive win is against Indiana. They have a shot to win at least 2 of their next 5 games, but that'll leave them just shy of a bowl game. At the stats, you've got Illinois has the defense to stop Nebraska's offense, which means Nebraska is going to have a tough time getting into the red zone. Can Nebraska's defense stop Illinois?
No, I don't think so. Nebraska's letting just about everything through right now. I mean, it took them a second half comeback to beat Rutgers, who's obviously not very good. I mean, yeah, they beat Indiana by 2 scores, but Indiana's not very good. Last week, they got torched for almost 400 yards passing by Purdue and gave up 43 points. So, and Purdue is still a decent team at this point, no matter how chaotic the West is at this point. Right. So, Wisconsin notwithstanding, I mean, Purdue is still a decent opponent. Nebraska is not. I don't think Nebraska is capable of keeping up with what Illinois got right now. I mean, Nebraska's on a whole different level with how. Actually, I was going to say downtrodden they've been playing, but they've actually been playing with some pride, which you really do have to respect with a team that is in the kind of situation that Nebraska's in right now. But Illinois is on a different level than Nebraska because they're actually looking at the potential of a championship season. So Illinois is going to go way past Nebraska, but Nebraska's got something that could maybe help them get 2-ish wins through the rest of the season, maybe help with some pride, and maybe get them into the off season without losing too much of their dignity.
Well, the top secret score predictor has this is a pretty close one this week. We've got number 17 Illinois at 28 and Nebraska 17.
Wow. Yeah, we're pretty close again. So I myself am taking the Orange Men 34-14.
All right.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.